Hey guys, welcome back to the part 2 of culture shock that I experienced moving to the US. The other thing I'm going to talk about is community. Community. Kenya has community. Saying pro Kenya, I'm just preaching about Kenya. Anyways guys, let's move to Kenya guys. You know how you appreciate something when you don't have it, because when you have it, you don't even notice. You don't even know how privileged you are when you have something because you have it. And then when you don't have it, you appreciate it. Because you only raise a light when it's burning. I'm not gonna get into that, but like, you know what I'm saying, right? In Kenya, there's a lot of community. You don't realize it until you move out of Kenya and you come to the US. I'm telling you, I live in a neighborhood with neighbors around, and it's a gated community, and I almost never see my neighbors. Never. And I stay outdoors because I'm an outdoors person. Sometimes I'm an outdoors person in my own compound. Wait, actually, I'm an outdoors person. It keeps changing depending on my mood anyways. But I almost never see my neighbors. Ever. In Kenya, what do you mean? Everyone's outside. As soon as the cock crows, everybody's outside. Good morning. Hey. And that's why in Kenya, when you hear that people are talking shit about you, it affects you a lot because it's such a strong backbone of the culture. Although nowadays, nobody cares about what people think about them anyways. It's 2026. It's not 1920 when if people hated you so much, you would literally have bad luck. You know, right now people are busy getting money to be caring about what people are saying. But like, there's still that community. Like, if you don't have salt, you can go and knock to your neighbor's door and say, you know, I need salt, and they will give you salt plus greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, anything you need. And when you make chapatis, you can give your neighbors and all that. Christmas is just moving from one house to the other to eat. Hey, don't get me started with those Eids, my friend. Eid was good. Because of the Eid that has goat meat. Because I know there's different Eids. There's the one that they just eat at home, and then there's the one that they have goat meat in the mosque. You guys know what I'm talking about? That's my favorite. I remember back in the day we used to go to the mosque to get some goat meat, you guys. And I used to live in a very Muslim, it had a lot of Muslims around, and so during Eid it was a big deal. Oh god, I miss it. Oh man, I love Muslims, man. Muslims are so genuine and they're so funny. Anyways, yeah, what was I saying? Community. Like, when you live with people, it's just a part of your family. You know, people raise, like, there's a village to raise you, raise your children, help you around if you're living in the right place. But when you move to the city, like in Nairobi CBD, ukianza kukaa hapo town sana, like Ruaka, whatever. If you move from your parents' place, I think you don't find such community unless you start to create it yourself. But even then, you start to talk to people. Like I remember, even everywhere I would move, I would get to know the gate guy, and over time you get to know your neighbors, and they bring you meals. Oh, I love neighbors that cook and bring you some food, because I love to cook and I love to give out food. So it's nice when you can challenge each other, you know? It's so good. It's so good. And community. And if you Google, you will see that Kenya has one of the most happiest people in the world because of community. People are friends. People are one big family. You know, like, it's just one big family, and Kenyans ride for their own. Hey, I'm just like praising Kenya. Well, yeah, I love Kenya so much, man. Like, if Kenya had opportunities as much or as many opportunities that America has, I don't think I would leave Kenya. But the only problem there right now is that the opportunities are not there yet. Like, you could study so hard and you could have so much education, but you still wouldn't have anything tangible, you know? Like you could be a lawyer, but then you would be working in somewhere else because there's no employment opportunities, there's no jobs, there's no all that stuff. And if that's changed, Kenya is really could be a dream place. Kenya could be a dream place. But unajua wenye walitukosea ndio wenye wako kwa viti. So what can we do? Sometimes I feel bad for Kenya. Like, Kenya has so much potential. Na ndio maana walami wanatoka huko wanaenda kuinvest huko. Kwa sababu hapo ndio kuna pesa. Hapo ndio nini iko. Nini ya pesa iko. Lakini people got greedy. So now everyone is trying to leave. Everyone is trying to go somewhere else to try to make their lives something better. And I don't blame anyone who's trying to leave. Unaweza penda Kenya na bado uishi mahali pengine. You know, just because unapenda Kenya doesn't mean that you sasa uteseke. Ati ndio isemekane unapenda Kenya, sasa ushinde ukiteseka. There's no reward in suffering, my friend. Mimi napenda Kenya, na sahi kwanza ninajisort kimaisha. But Kenya would be such a good place to retire, nini nini, when you already have made as much money as you. Kenya, when you have money, is so good, you guys. When you have money in Kenya, you can buy everything. You can buy. That's when you really know money can buy happiness, because really you can buy everything. And I mean money in dollars. You know, like nasema pesa mingi mingi, si pesa kidogo. And that brings me to my next point. Kenya, there's such a high, how do I even say it? Like, the class difference is so black and white. You know, it's dark and light. There's no warm. You're either rich or you're poor. There's no middle class. There's no middle ground. You know, and even middle class is conditioned to think they're middle class, but they're actually not middle class. They're struggling a lot. That's just the reality of it, by the way. See, mimi nilisema, guys, iko hivyo ndo iko. Because you see somewhere like hapa panaitwaje, Runda, right? Look at Runda, and then just next to Runda there's this place called Maroroi. Hapo Maroroi ni those people, I asked around, and those people in Maroroi, for example, work for the people in Runda according to words in the streets, right? And ukiangalia class, when you look at that class difference, it's very black and white. You know, like there's this overly rich people who have mansions that are over 100 million, or sometimes, or like 50 million Kenyan shillings and up. And then there's these people who can't even afford dinner, just right next to them. The same thing with Karen and Kibera. That class difference is, I don't even understand. In America, middle class is middle class. There's upper middle class, there's lower middle class, there's upper class, there's lower class, lower upper class, because of how rich people are and how comfortable people are. Actually, I should just say comfortable instead of rich, because of how comfortable people are. Like, people have cars, people have houses, but then the other difference is it's all in debt. That brings me to my other point. In Kenya, we buy to own everything. We don't have property taxes. We don't have, hey, wait, let me knock on wood. I don't want to jinx that. We don't have property taxes. We don't have, when you buy something, you own it. If you see someone in Kenya with a car, most likely they own it. They paid for it cash. If you see someone in Kenya with a house, with a mansion, they paid for it cash. They own it, okay? In the US, it's not the case. Here, even if you buy land and you buy a house and you pay cash, like if a house is $4 million, for example, and you pay $4 million cash to it, and you own it and you get the title and it's in your name and everything, you still have to pay property tax for life, even when you're old. And sometimes, depending on the value of your house, your property tax could be so much money, sometimes including $15,000 a year. But I hear there's a maximum. There's a cap maximum amount you have to pay. You can only pay up to a certain point, I hope, because that made me lose a lot of hope in owning anything here, because I was like, wait, so what's the point of owning if I'm still gonna pay something per month for it? Because mortgaging, you're working towards owning it. Because rent, you're paying someone else to own it, and mortgaging, you're paying to own it, right? Why buy cash when you'll be paying anyway? You'll be paying rent. You know, the beauty of owning something is just living in Kenya. If you buy a house, you just live in your house all day. You wake up at 3 p.m. You're financially free. It's so easy to be financially free in Kenya than here. But then see, the life here, people here have been raised to work for more. People here have been raised to not just want to own, but they want to own businesses too. They want to have more money. People here are conditioned by their education system and everything else to make more money. That success is not owning a house, it's not owning a car, it's making more money. The more money you make, the richer you are. In Kenya, it's vice versa. The more wealth you have, the more assets you have, the richer you are. So if you had, like, say, like $10 million, and you went to Kenya, you'd have almost 1 billion Kenyan shillings, right? If I'm not wrong. And you could get a house, get a car, get everything you need, whatever, and you would start feeling, and even open a small business just to keep you afloat. You are like one of the richest guys in Kenya. If you had that. In America, you want more and more and more and more, because the cost of living is so high. People actually want to migrate here, but the cost of living is so high. You need to be making more and more and more money here to make it. you know. And that's why in Kenya, because people buy to own, most people don't have. Most people are walking. It's a walking culture. You walk everywhere unless you have a car, and there's public transport. That's the cons that I don't like about Kenya. You walk everywhere, and unless you have a car, and it's so expensive to get a car, so you have to have millions of shillings. You can get a car for less, but you have to have millions of shillings to get a car, because no one trusts you without debt, my friends. There's a very big class difference. So the rich people are getting richer and the poor people are getting poorer, because the people who own these car dealerships, rich people. So you're gonna save up to get 1 million to get a car to start you over. Give that 1 million to this rich person who's been rich, stays rich, just for you to have a car. And a car is a liability. It drinks your money. It's taking your money away from you. Oh, in America also, because everything is in debt, you can just upgrade the car that you have and just pay more monthly or pay cash. There are people who don't like staying in debt at all. They don't like debts at all. Like me, I don't like debts. My God, I don't like debts. Because I like to enjoy my life without anyone saying or claiming that I owe them money. This is a driving culture. You can't walk anywhere here. I mean, you can live close to the city and walk most places, but it's very hard to walk because people live so far, and your friend who lives 3 hours away driving distance is, when they tell you I live just 3 hours from here, they're like, oh, that's close. 3 hours on road trip. So you come here, you're like 3 hours going in Bali, but because you're driving so much, 3 hours is just nothing, you know. And you can upgrade your car and get the car that you actually want. You just need to pay for, if you're gonna finance it, you can pay for it monthly. You just need to pay a higher fee. It just goes higher depending on the value of the car. So it's easy to own your dream car here. It's easy to live in your dream house as long as you have that initial deposit, you know. And that brings me to another thing, trust. And in Kenya, that was the culture shock I experienced here. Trust in the US. Here, like I remember when I was upgrading to my iPhone 17, I did it online. So we called the store and we requested them to send me a new phone because I wanted to upgrade. And so I had to send back the one that I have so that it can pay for it can pay the amount, some amount of this new phone. It's called a trade-in, right? So I was trading it in to get this iPhone 17, and they just asked a few questions and then asked for my address, and then they sent me the phone on mail. So it came to my mailbox, they shipped it to me. The next day came overnight, so in the morning it was here. And then I'm supposed to ship back my old phone, right? Do you see that? Trust. In Kenya, that's how you get scammed. In Kenya, nothing is ever free. Like if someone is giving you something for free, my friend, it might even cost you your life. That's how expensive it could be. And that's one sad reality about my lovely Kenya, because trusting even someone calls you at home, like wait, calm down. Like someone calls you and is like, it's me, your daughter, I'm in school, sijui nini, send me money. You're like, what? You can't even trust anyone. Like wacha tukuja uniombe in person, like come and ask for it in person. People will scam you. Wacha nikwambie, no, I'll do a video. No, I don't want to talk about it. I'll do a video. The way I've been scammed in Kenya. And sometimes you think, I'm so smart, I wouldn't get scammed. Like, what do you mean you fell for that? Unaskamiwa hadi unajiambia pull up. Like, how? Like, ngoja lazima waliniekea kitu. Cause, guy, no. You know that? Well, yes, wait. Do you know that scam? Yeah, mtu anaangusha bahasha sijui 50k. That was my first ever scam right after high school back in 2016 Apple. The first ever scam. It was initiation to the scamming world, my friend. I fell for that one deep. Yani mimi niliona do niko like, hold up. At first niko like, leave me alone, don't talk to me. Nini unanisumbua? Kidogo disturb me with issues pertaining money, my learned friend. Kidogo niko Roysambo, stranded, sina pesa, sina simu, nilipeana kama mjinga, nimebaki na 50 bob. Oh my god. Gosh, it's so embarrassing. I couldn't even tell that story until very recently because I was so embarrassed. Used to hurt my heart a lot. Like niko nasikianga tu uchungu nikianza kuongea na unajua ile interview ule mtoto anasema nikiongea tu nasikia tu niko weak. Nilipigwa scam ingine, and that was the beginning, and a lot has happened. I think I'll do a video of all the scams that I fell for in Kenya. Where? Chunga, even your own people. Wacha nikwambia time fulani tulikuwa na kazi yangu Coast. Mtu tunajua, someone we know, someone we grew up with. akatutumia message ati sijui you answer a few questions and you get how much. Lakini I think people get scammed because of mashida ndizo zinafanya unaskamiwa. You know, you're struggling so much that you think sahi hata ningeweza pata hata kama na win 500 bob juu yenye niko nayo, I could take it. And then it gets to a point where you lose trust in everybody. You don't even trust anyone. Like hata sahi mtu akinikopa pesa niambia atanirudishia, I don't believe it and I'm not giving it. Sorry. Because been there. No way. Unapigwa scams hadi ni character development. Unaonyeshwa yani you trust no one. It's like a very action CIA movie. You're just like trust no one, you know, because everyone's out to get you. That's the reality of life in Kenya, my friend. Well, everyone's out there trying to hustle. You better be careful. And then so that's the other culture shock. Here, everything is, you can be on your phone outside taking video, put your phone over there, wendo kwa nyuma, dance a little bit, and no one's gonna touch your phone unless you're in the wrong side of town. But like there's very less wrong sides of town, you know, where your phone would actually get snatched, you know. But in Kenya, majority of the place is the wrong side of town. If you're out there flashing your phone, especially Nairobi CBD, the capital, say hello to the community phone, simu ya jamii. Hiyo simu imeenda like that. Me, because I've had my phone snatched in the bus. Because of those Nairobi Chronicles. I'll do a video for the Nairobi Chronicles, my friend. And then, you know, let me tell you, there was a time I was in a bus. The bus was almost full. There was like a few seats in the back, so I went to the back and I sat there. And usually I'm very motion sick, so I opened the window when I was taking public transport. I opened the window and to make sure the breeze is coming in so I don't get motion sick, right? And this window particularly was not closing. It was those kind of windows in those public transport buses that don't close. You know, they're just set there to fail you and to just make your life miserable. So here I am with my phone, trying to hold it. I was actually trying to put it away. Before I thought about it, someone was already plotting on it. And so they took it. Now you see me, now you don't. It was gone. Imechukuliwa hivi na hiyo simu ni ya yangu ilikuwa imenibai. Na haaminiki to date niliibiwa, nadhani niliuza. So, what? And then the guy who was running was not the guy that stole the phone. The guy I was telling that my phone has been stolen by, that guy is the guy who had the phone.
Wait a minute.
Like, when did you guys sit down and organize this robbery? What was that name? La Casa de Papel. Like, this is an organization. But then it was a bunch of gangsters. Like you were the only girl, and it's almost 7 p.m. It's almost the darkness is coming in, and you can't just start ganging up against gangsters that are used to stealing. They're waiting for you for the darkness, you know. And it happens in front of cops. Like umesimama pale kuna soja na hafanyi anything. Anyways, so the culture shock when I came here is everything is so safe. Everything, you can leave your car outside and no one's gonna steal it. You don't need a garage, even though everyone has a garage. Most people park their cars outside and they're safe. Some people don't even lock their doors and they're safe. Especially if you live in a gated community where you can just come in the way you want. It's very safe. It's really, really safe. You know, like you can do whatever you want. Like we leave toys outside sometimes. We leave anything. Sometimes I even left back where I lived. I left my car unlocked and my phone was inside, but I didn't pick it because I don't use my phone often. So it's just like, I'll just take it in the morning. And my phone was safe, you know? I don't recommend that though. But yeah, that was such a culture shock for me that people trust you, even with returning products. Like you can order something from Amazon or anywhere and you try it on and you don't like it and you can return it. And you have like a 30-day return policy. So you can return it within 30 days. And they will take it and they will refund your money. In Kenya, only one of those things can happen. You buying it. When you return it, you wouldn't get the dress and you wouldn't get the money back. And sometimes they even have fake stores online in Kenya where you, with multiple followers, like hundreds of thousands of followers that you buy from, and then no sooner have you paid than the account disappears. Furniture stores. You don't get nothing except a blocked. How do you guys even know how to shop online in Kenya? Kwa sababu mi level nimeonyeshwa pale hivyo online. But yeah, so that I would say is the only like very bad thing that I hate about Kenya. and ni ile character developments venye iko constant just like nowadays I just see people posting on TikTok videos of people just stealing from people as if it's a normal thing, as if it's content. Unapata tu mtu ana record mtu mwingine akiibiwa, no one's doing anything because of the unpredictability. You don't know if someone is holding a weapon or carrying a weapon. In the US most people are carrying, and when I say carrying I mean, so you don't play that over here. You could be meeting our maker. Say hi to God. So you don't want to be risking things like that, you know. And most people have this Glocks. Most people have this, I'm gonna call them clocks because I don't want to be flagged. Most people have clocks in their houses. They carry clocks in their purses. They carry clocks in their cars. So you don't want to just be robbing anybody. You could rob the wrong person. And actually I've seen from the comment sections that some people are waiting for an opportunity to use them. Like they're saying, why don't they come to my house so that they can learn a lesson, you know? So you don't want to be playing with things like that. In Kenya, it's very hard to find someone with one, which is good and bad. Bad in the case that people are just getting stolen from as if they don't deserve to have anything. The next one, and I think it's a very important one, is the language barrier. Yeah. Here we go.